Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hunter's Gathering. I am your host, Markeia McCarty, and this is your one-stop chill stop for everything that is just everything behind the games is what we're showing you, not only with Hunter's Entertainment, our brand, but also just in general. And I have a very amazing guest that we're going to have tonight. For tonight's show, we're going to be talking Ragnarok. Ragnarok is coming around the corner, and we will be talking music inspirations. We will also be doing a beta playtest of Ragnarok that will be happening later in the show. So right now on top, we are going to be going over a very, very quick recap of Altered Carbon, along with some brand news that we have. And to join me in this, we have a music producer of Ragnarok. You know him from a variety of sources. I know him from Geek and Sundry, being able to just roll the dice with this rock starness, this rock star dude. So yes, Jason Charles Miller, thank you for joining us.
Hey, what's up?
Oh man,
we've known each other for a while now, haven't we?
We literally have. I mean, I think it all started with International Tabletop Day years ago. Yeah, and ever since then, it's been a variety of different games, everything from Pathfinder to Vampire.
Yeah,
Vampire.
And I think we even did a Game of Thrones after show together.
Oh my God, we did.
Yeah,
we did. That was such a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, we got heated. Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah, and people, it was the last season, so people were getting real heated.
Oh yeah, we did. And then speaking of which, tying into to Hunter's Entertainment, we have done Altered Carbon together. We've existed in that world. In fact, in particular, we did Altered Carbon with Renegade Con. Yeah. Okay. So give me a second to let's do a quick recap of the current Altered Carbon world that we have going on right now.
Okay.
So with Altered Carbon, we're doing the Osaka supplement, which has not been released yet. So if anybody that wants to check in on us with Hunters Presents, which is Tuesdays, 6 p.m. PT, we are exploring the world of Osaka within the world of Altered Carbon. And the players, we have our same players that were there with you for Outbreak as myself, but I'm playing Satya, who is a character that's Rufio meets Banksy. So, yeah.
I like that.
We have Melee, who is Melee Damage, who's playing Sable. And we have Michelle Wynn Bradley, who is playing Benton, has their own shop. Is kind of like a Valley Girl type with a lot of connections, We have Lewis, and a lot happened in this past episode that we're going to go more in depth with next week when we do more of an Altered Carbon world dive. But Lewis is Patch, and it's literally their namesake, where it's you go there to get patched up. So let's go ahead and play the quick clip that we have for this past Hunters Presents. Within it, we have our characters that have all diverged on a single location. All of them have been nabbed by the fuzz. That has happened, because you know what? It happens sometimes. They all have the single goal of getting a hold of this AI that has disappeared or has been kidnapped. And they are all spun up into an interrogation sequence. So let's go ahead and see that clip right now.
All of you sort of blink your eyes open and take a moment to look at each other, because you're all laying down on these tables. And you're all flat next to each other. And it seems like your DHF was hooked somehow into a VR simulator. Now that the simulation has sort of crashed, you're coming to on the table, and it's always this strange experience, especially involuntary, moving from VR to actual reality. especially since your whole existence is a tiny stack. Uh, but you come to, and Benten, you have the most experience with this actually, and your sleeve sort of comes up first, so you sort of spin awake, and you see the others sort of coming to, but you have full consciousness.
Can I move to unattach myself without
Yeah.
killing myself by
Yep.
accident?
You move to, and it's a simple just unclick as you
Oh.
let yourself up from this table, which is weirdly easy, and that sort of sticks out to you. I'm just gonna give it to you because it's pretty obvious. As you look around, this seems to be like a cold metal sort of laboratory, maybe a morgue of some kind. And you see, all of you were put up on this examination table, but around you, you see the spatter of red and blue synthetic blood just covering the floor and some of the walls. As you come to, you can see something happened to the sleeves that were here, and now they're in pieces on the floor. As all of you come to, Benton, you're the first one to see this, but it sort of hits everyone all at once. Whoever was holding you here, they also were rebooted in a way.
When Sable opens her eyes, the first thing she says is, "God, this day sucks," and then sits up and looks around and sees a little bit of that and goes, "Oh, and it still got worse. That's impressive."
Yeah, Satya looks around and goes, "That's what you get."
Yes, guys, it is like so dirty in here. Can we please leave? Also, I think someone's gonna try to come kill us in like a second.
The Patch is like kind of trying to contain. Like immediately, I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking that was my blood for a second. I was like making sure that I'm still all like in one piece.
Are we able to get out of what we are?
Yeah, you actually weren't restrained. You were just connected to the machine, and they figured that was enough.
Okay. Satya is going to reconnect to any available machine because since she did that punch through before to connect to the outside world, she wants to set up a big distraction away from them.
I will say that carrying over from the VR, your Oni is still connected with a broadcast that's out of whatever safe system you're in right now. So you are connected. Who are you contacting?
Just local contractors of a particular persuasion. Perhaps ones that are very good at arson. Since we're dealing with a lot of police officers, Satya wants to give instructions to clear and detonate a controlled detonation of the vintage donut shop.
Okay. So, you actually, Satya, as being around the block a few times, you actually have the trait of Goon Squad. You've got this sort of muscle under your control, and so the call goes out. And as far as you know, the message was received. You haven't heard anything one way or the other, but it seems like the plan may be in action.
Yeah, Satya looks over and to all of y'all and is like, okay, listen, you beautiful people. So a sacrifice had to be made. Let's get out of here. We can't stay here. And you see like she's kind of like thrumming with energy right now. And she's like, hey, you can follow, but I know that I have an AI to locate.
I'm pretty sure all of us do, if I'm piecing this together correctly. Are we all looking for this missing AI that was in the Kabuki theater?
Well, I thought that's what you guys were sent to me to do. I thought that you were all sent to help me find Yukio.
Oh, it has a name, Yukio. Great. No, not part of this situation, but separately came by myself.
Are you looking for her then?
She apparently has something good, and I was looking for it. That's all. I didn't have anything to do with her disappearance. I was just trying to figure out where she was.
What kind of good thing does she have that you're looking for?
It's something that I just need for like work. Like it's not really a big deal. Like I just kind of, need it for work, and it's like a whole thing. But I will
Wait, what do you mean you
totally.
need it for work? You can't. You
Do
can't
we
just
really
use
want to
Yuko
talk
for that.
about this right here, like right now? I mean,
Good point. Oh,
yeah, I'm
y'all.
just saying, I
Okay.
really enjoy like how your features are put together, but this is not the place.
Ben 10 goes to. Is the door locked? Do I try to leave?
Yeah, so as you hop off of this table, you actually splash in the blood that is just pooled around on the floor, and you
So
can see that it
upsetting.
was multiple people. But the door is not locked. It seems to be some sort of swinging door that goes out into a blank hallway. It's very sterile and metallic. And you're able to just walk on out if you'd like.
I want. Hey, everyone! Let's leave. But also, like, your shoes are gonna get totally effed. This is. Oof, oof, oof.
Sable's gonna follow Benton, but she'd also like to do a roll besides like just the AI blood that's like kind of is it like AI blood, or can I do a roll to figure out if it's like a combination of like ours and that? Or okay.
So birth sleeves and natal sleeves still have red blood because it's still a human being's body, but synthetic sleeves have blue blood, so it's a mixture. You could tell that the people that were working here were probably a mix of birth sleeves, natal sleeves, and synthetic.
Is it purple? Is that?
It's purple.
Can I tell how fresh it is, like how recent all of this has happened?
Love that. Okay, so let's go with Sable's. I'm gonna do her acuity investigation. So this is gonna be up against your acuity of 4. Your investigation is a 12, unfortunately, but I will give you one bonus die because I feel like it. So you get another d12.
Right. There is a lot that is going on with Osaka Altered Carbon, and a lot that's going to be going on past that. Sorry, during that clip, Jason and I were a little naughty and started talking about things that I meant to talk about in front of everybody else.
Oh, yeah. We got ahead of ourselves.
Just namely, when this man invites you to like puts a thing up on his social media to see him at Whiskey A Go Go, either virtually or in person, when we bring in person back, go to that show, because we were reminiscing about his latest show at Whiskey A Go Go. It was I enjoyed it because it was the Sunday after my birthday. Or the Sunday either after my birthday or the Sunday before my birthday, and I was like, this is the perfect Sunday morning. I was doing a puzzle and then like also just rocking out to my friend with getting his music on.
That was really fun. The Whiskey approached me about doing a virtual doing a streaming show from the club, just empty, and I stream every week from here, but to do it from somewhere else and to make sure it was safe and everything, I think we had 4 cameras going, and it was just a cool experience to kind of give people a little bit more.
Yeah, I know that I really enjoyed it. I mean, I hooked you up to my Bluetooth speakers and it was just a show.
Perfect.
Yeah. But yes. So back to business stuff with Altered Karma in general. Let me just say real quick for our new stuff that's on Hunters Entertainment. This is just a merch reminder. We have merch that comes out on huntersentertainment.com/merch. And right now there is a last chance for our Zombie collection. We are going to change out what is there now currently on Monday. So go ahead and whenever you get a chance, just pull that up and see if there's a shirt or a bag there that you might want, because that go bye-bye coming this Monday. And then also, so that for Fridays, we have Free Content Fridays that releases today. This is just content that we release that you have already gotten. And then we just kind of give you like fun things to go on to drive-through-rpg.com to just download free content for the games that you've already purchased. So we have for Outbreak, we have Miss Hollow Eyes by Mr. Ivan Van Norman is there for you, like completely free. It's IE content updated for 2E, so that you know that. We have Powered by Kids on Bikes, features Anaconda on Airlines. That's by Banana Chan. Love you. This is the final part of their series of Adventures for Kids on Bikes. We have for Icarus, a release from Doug Lewandowski. It's with a setting prompt called The Farm, which, yes, takes inspiration from a certain video game. That, yeah, so there you go. And also, Overlight features the next release of Seeds of Burkhan. So you'll want to go ahead and look at drivethrurpg.com. Go ahead and get your free content. It's there for a reason. Don't let this pass you by. So going back to Altered Carbon, though, Jason,
Yeah.
with yeah. So for this, we had our own little altered carbon situation.
We had our
Yes.
own adventure. I'm like, where's that clip, JB?
Oh my gosh. Oh, we got so called out right there. That would actually have been a perfect opportunity for that clip.
Where's that clip? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And also for our chat room and everything, and I've got Twitch up here. Just let you know, like, yeah, go ahead and subscribe. We've got like really fun emojis. We're building our other tiers for emoji type stuff, and then also it's September, so there's discounted Twitch subscriptions this month. 20% off for 1 month, 25% off for 3 months, and 30% off for 6 months. So we're going to continue with all of this content, especially this Ragnarok awesomeness that we're going to have today. So back to us with Altered Carbon, Jason.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Our adventure.
We kind of rocked that, you know. I'm just gonna say that right now. It was an adventure that we did for Renegade Con. Ivan Van Norman DM'd. We also
doesn't really get much better than that, does it?
I know, right? He's going to be DMing us tonight for Ragnarok. Or I guess I should say GM. I don't know if we're going to be in a dungeon or not. People know what I mean.
We could be.
We could be, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're synonymous. You're supposed to say GM, you know.
Yeah.
When you're not playing.
Let's be honest. This dude likes to put people in pain and like kill them. I mean,
he really does. He
really does
at doing that.
Yeah, like he hasn't killed me yet in a game, but when I say that to him, I see that disappointment in his eyes, like I should get on that type of a thing. So that's something with him. But for our game that we did for Altered Carbon at Renegade Con, and for those that are wondering in our chat room, and then also there's
a still from it.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
Nice. Yeah. So our chat room also, we're going to be Jason Charles Miller is a music producer for us for Ragnarok music that we will be playing at the Kickstarter, and we're about to talk about that in just a second. So if there are questions that you have relating to that or Ragnarok in general, go ahead and hit us with that in the chat room. We're going to address that either here or when we have Ivan GMing us, and Jason and I will be playing in that game in the later half of the show. Then, you know, those questions will be addressed. But for Altered Carbon, the Renegade Con show that we did, Jason Charles Miller and I, that is on our YouTube for VOD if you ever want to watch that. For that show, like I said, we have Ivan Van Norman as the GM. For Carrie Utada, we had Aki. For Moira Larkspur, who was played by Satine Phoenix, but also there was a split personality there. Moira Larkspur was like the Bruce Wayne to her alter ego, Raven Steele, who was her Batman, for instance. For my personal character, I was Devange Arrow, and I was a 60-year-old, like in I think it was like 16 or 17-year-old, like raver type body.
Right.
And I was a detective.
You were annoyed with it, right?
I was super annoyed.
Yeah.
Super annoyed with it. And then your character, Jason, you're Zach Jax.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us some about Zach Jax.
Well, Zach Jax was just, I was looking at all the different types we could play, and Zach was just, he was like this commando guy. I just wanted somebody that was, he was a soldier, he was a mercenary. Then I figured he could go with anyone. And so the reason I named him Zach Jax, it was kind of a tribute to a club in the Washington, D.C. area that I used to play all the time back in the day in Springfield, Virginia. First, it was called Zach's. Then it was called Zach's 2 with 2 X's, of course. Then it was called Jax, because I think what was happening was behind the scenes, and this club doesn't exist anymore, so I don't think anyone's going to be mad at me for saying this, that I think that they would change the name every couple years to like avoid paying taxes.
Nice.
So the club was just like, okay, is it called Jax now? Is it called Zach's now? Or is it called Jax 2? Like, what's it called? So when I had the chance, I named my character Zach Jax in tribute to that no longer existing club.
I like that. And then Zax was just like kind of like a muscle character.
Yeah,
with
totally.
Some moves.
Just guns ablazing. I figured, as a sort of, for my first time playing the game, I figured that was sort of the safest route for me to go, because playing fighters in a new game scenario always there's less that can go wrong. Like, go hit that. Okay, I will go hit that.
I love that. Because everybody has like their safe space when it comes to like classes. Like maybe it's like rogues, it's like you're a go hit that. A rogue would be like, go steal that.
Right. Or go sneak
that's me.
Yes.
That's me. Go steal that. Yeah. For instance, or like a be like, go magic that. So
right. I know. I mean, some people's safe spaces are wizards, and more power to you. For me, it's kind of like to get my legs, my sea legs, so to speak, in a game, I've got to being a fighter is kind of the way to go for me.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay. But so yeah, like we said, check out the VOD for that to like see how we exist in an altered carbon world together. It's well worth a watch. But let's talk about Ragnarok. Let's talk about music. Let's talk about you being a music producer for Hunters Entertainment with Ragnarok. Can you tell us about the process of how you like were approached with that and why you were just like, heck yes. Heck yes, I'm doing this.
What's interesting is, I'm a producer and I'm a songwriter, for me, I think the uniqueness of this game and sort of coming from, being in metal bands for most of my life and then working with a lot of metal artists, it's a challenge for me that I'm up for and that I am excited to do. Last year I composed about an hour's worth of music for the Critical Role channel for their show Undeadwood, and it was all instrumental, and it was all sort of like songs and soundscapes that went with the game. And so what I'm doing with that in for Ragnarok, for Gods of Metal, is just that you're going to get like an hour of just blistering craziness, basically. It's instrumental, but it's going to be something that you can play while you're playing the game, besides some of the other stuff we're doing. So this specific project that I'm working on is music that you can put on while you're playing the game. It's going to have highs and lows, peaks and valleys, and but it won't be, it'll be different than playing music that's going to distract you from the game. To me, I think this will just enhance your game playing experience.
Oh, nice. And yeah,
I'm going to bring in like some killer shredders. Like, I'm going to bring in some crazy guitar soloists and just, and pull out all the stops for this. So there will be, it's going to melt your face off.
Oh God. Well, we want faces melted off
Yeah.
for 2020. We need it. This has to happen. Yeah, we can't say any names right
Right.
now for people in there and like in our chat. And then like just to remind chat, if you've got like questions or like real fun comments, like go ahead and let us know for like the Ragnarok or like music in general with it. The Kickstarter will be coming around the pike, like we said. So okay, obviously we can't like name names of who we've got lined up
Right.
right now, but can you give us like some inspirations that people that are, kind of chomping at the bit to get that like rock vibe that they want right now, stuff that they could like listen to before
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Kickstarter comes around?
to me, like the ultimate when I see the artwork for Ragnarok, when I feel it, like I just see and feel Iron Maiden albums,
Ooh,
like all of them. You know what I mean? Just because
yeah.
like to me, Iron Maiden kind of represents sort of the best of all metal. And you know, but we could get, there's just so many different ways we can go. There could be more of like an AC/DC vibe at certain points. There could be like a Dragon Force vibe at another point. Amon Amarth. We could go all over the place with it. So right now I'm kind of in the middle of composing it and sort of mapping out how this journey of music is going to go.
Nice. Yeah, these earlier stages of everything is just I love the inspiration and like the pathways that it can go to, like that fork in the road of oh, this way or that way, and then
Mhm.
like that might end up just melding together just further along the path. I find that so intoxicating, like just like the idea process in general for coming around to things.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I was saying, like with the Kickstarter, we're hoping to have you on again in the future, like when the Kickstarter is and the Kickstarter music is more solidified to where we can actually talk about it more.
Okay. Yeah. No
Yeah,
problem.
to get like a couple of songs and samples and all that wonderful stuff out there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So a question that I have with like just Ragnarok music in general for those that don't know out there, please watch the trailer for as Gods of Metal Ragnarok with ROCK obs. Uh, for this is it's heavy metal fantasy and you not only exist in Ragnarok, but you also exist in Mundania. It's like having this alter ego type of thing. It's like in life when you have to have like a day job as
Right.
opposed
Yeah.
as opposed to being the person that you are. So I'm kind of wondering with this Jason, I mean, yes, we're gonna have this like heavy rock metal. Are we gonna have Mundania music? And if
That,
we do, what would
That
that
could be
music be?
that could be really funny. Like I should do a Mundania song where it just sounds like where it's like elevator music or something, like just like an elevator version of one of the like super rockin' songs, and then it's just all like bad 80s keyboards, um, just full on like grocery store elevator music. That's a good point. I should probably sneak that in there somewhere.
I like that. It's like heavy metal muzak
Yep.
type of thing. Well, you gotta have all flavors, especially when it comes to a particular game like Ragnarok in general. Is there anything that you want to toss out to us, like with tidbits or like thought process or something that you have going on that we can look forward to with the Ragnarok Kickstarter from a music element?
Well, mainly it's just the balance of trying to include as many styles as I can with, but still make it sort of one congruent journey because you're going to be playing this while you play the game. So, um, I'm not sure what I can hint at just yet, but rest assured that it is on my mind and is it's a monumental task, but I will be bringing in some experts for sure to help me along the way to make sure that
Nice.
it's the most blistering thing you could possibly want for this game.
I love that. It's kind of a version of rocks the word.
Of what's that? Oh yeah, rocks the word.
Rocks the word. Okay, but Jason, I mean, you do a number of musical things like in your life and like in real outside of like 2020 life, but in particularly you do a number of shows on your Twitch and then also with other shows where you do music. So
Right.
one of the things that we were really hoping to have you do for us tonight, and I'm acting like we didn't already have this set up. If you can guide us as a rock segue into the Ragnarok playtests that we're going to be doing, if you have some music to pave the way to our heavy metal fantasies.
Sure. It's just me and an acoustic guitar right now, so you'll have to imagine that this is that there's a whole band with me. But so one of the other shows that I do is for the game Idle Champions on their Twitch channel, which is CNE Games. I co-host a songwriting show every week with my friend Dylan, who works for Idle Champions. And basically what we do is we write a song every week with chat. It's really fun. It's 1:00 Pacific time every Tuesday, which works really well for the international audience because they're still awake in Europe and other places. But we basically take a different character from the game and write a song live while you're watching. And if you want to participate, you can. So I thought, since we're doing Ragnarok, I would do the song that we wrote a couple weeks ago called The Key of Rock, but it's K-I, because this particular song is about a rock gnome monk. So I thought I'd play that for you today.
Oh, nice. So all of those that are gathered around the fire right now with us for Hunter's Gathering, let's enjoy some rock stylings of Jason Charles Miller. Jason, please take it away.
Okay, here we go. go.
Yeah, it's sorry, I was rocking out. No, we need more. we need we need one more. The chat room. Oh, so many fires, so many crits, so many unicorns are throwing up their hooves.
Good. I even see a couple of my emojis in there. So a few of my subscribers.
I'm subscribed to you. So
nice. Oh, I see you in there too.
Over there. Yes. Can you encore? Encore.
All right. So
encore. Before we go into the Ragnarok playtests, lay encore.
I'm gonna do so. A lot of people know me, back in the day from my band Godhead, and so I often try to bring back a lot of those songs just when I'm doing my my Monday shows and streaming, just to kind of, people request it all the time. So I thought I'd do one from Godhead then. And actually, this particular song, we were signed to Marilyn Manson's record label, and he actually helped arrange this song with us. So it's a little more mellow, but it's pretty deep too. This one's called Sinking. Standing in the back of the line, I feel the others trying to push me down and keep it away from me. Grabbing at the one thing that I know is mine. Can't you see me with my head to the floor? Feel the recklessness of absolute desperation. Valued sentimental pieces of the life I thought I held in my hands. Why do I always try better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? Fading every day, it only helps to aggravate. Sickening feeling inside that won't go away. Fall down, pick yourself up and fall down. Drink from my cup and fall down. This is what it's like to be me. Can't you see what I see? Why do I always try better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been thinking? Why do I always try better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? What I am is what I feel. What I feel is nothing real. What I know is all I want is to be safe from this bind. Is to be safe from this bind. Is to be safe from this bind. Why do I always try better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? Why do I always try better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? That I've always been sinking? That I've always been sinking?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, yes, all the yes. Uh, Jason Charles Miller, can you please tell us where to find you on social media and especially get more of this music that we all want? This could literally be the rest of the show for me, and
Awesome.
I'd be all about it.
Well, the great thing is if you can just remember my name, which I know is a mouthful, Jason Charles Miller is kind of my handle everywhere on Twitch. Obviously, I've got a Twitch channel. Follow me on Spotify; it's free, or Apple Music, Instagram, Facebook. The only place where I'm not fully Jason Charles Miller is Twitter because my name's too long. So I'm Jason C. Miller on Twitter. Everywhere else, Jason Charles Miller. I'd love a follow on Twitch and I'd love to follow on Spotify if that's okay.
Yes. And then also for our chat room and those out there, there's Miller's Music Mondays. You can follow, that's Monday Night Music with Mr. Jason Charles Miller. That's 7 p.m. PT to 8 p.m. PT. You go to twitch.tv/Jason Charles Miller, exactly like it sounds.
Yep. And I have a
enjoy
different
this
guest every
goodness.
week. I've got a different guest every week, so we go back and forth. So you're never going to get the same show because every week's a different person, and we run it like a songwriter round. So I'll play a song, and then my guest will play a song, and then it'll come back to me, and we'll go back and forth, and it's fun. And we talk.
Yeah.
And,
There you go. And then just to remind you, it's September right now. So there's discounts on all your subs depending on the months that you're doing. So maybe subscribe to Mr. Jason Charles Miller. Maybe subscribe here to Hunters Entertainment for Hunters Gathering, which we will have more awesome content like this coming up. We're going to really go into a really great dive onto the world of Altered Carbon, since that's what we're in right now. And then, of course, we've heard that you want some stuff with kids on bikes. So that sounds like that's going to be a thing that's going to be coming up as well. Just so that you know that we are here Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesday nights are Hunters Presents, where we have our campaigns, where we just did Outbreak Undead. We're in Altered Carbon. In the future, has the stuff that you've been asking for will be things that are happening. And then Friday nights at 6 p.m. PT, we have everything Hunters Gathering where you can like interact with us and we talk about everything behind the games. So what we're going to do right now, we are going to take a 10-minute break. And when we come back, myself, Mr. Jason Charles Miller, Ivan Van Norman, and a number of faces that you know from Hunters Entertainment will be doing a beta test of Ragnarok right now, before the Kickstarter even comes around. So go ahead and make sure to stick around.